Going in 2 minutes, ladies, 2 minutes.
Welcome inside the North Charleston Convention Center here for Fittest of the Coast 2025. My name is B.Friendly, and the pro women are getting set to take on individual event 2. It's a 4-rounder of a triplet, 200-meter run. They'll exit and enter the course on that side and snake their way back to their lanes. 6 snatches, 125 pounds for the ladies today, and 3 rope climbs each round to the 15-foot target. It's up there on the beam. It ends with our touch on the final rep. So we'll do our best to give you guys that if we can.
1 minute, 1 minute.
And we'll introduce you to the athletes as well in a second. For these next 2 heats, this is on a live stream, so if we can it's just really for the finish, but just so you're aware. Lane 1 on this side of the floor is closest to us. We'll probably stay here as the women run past us, but in order it's going to be Haley Rolfe, Mary Terrell, Emily Meyer, Taylor Potschweit, Tori Garcia, Leanna Elric, Melissa Hoof, Teresa Puckett, Piper Doughton, Lee Fairless, Sammy Gouge, Margaret Ann Hubble, Shelly Carpino, Shelby Norman, rounding out the heat. 14 women in heat 1 here, 30 total in the division. And event 2, heat 1 for the pro women underway. You see them all filter through out onto that running course. And they'll end up coming back down this same side here. It is wide enough. I want to show you guys down here to make some passes. I was initially concerned about it, but with the space, damn. On either side, you already see some moves being made by a few of the women. Teresa Puckett in the purple pants there is amongst the leaders after this morning event. She's 4th place overall. Other women inside the top 10 in this heat after the swimming event are Lee Fairless, who's in 6th, and Leanna Elric, who's in 8th. It's a wide competition floor, and there's a lot going on here. We have a secondary view for you guys. Haley Rolfe getting to the rope first, followed by Taylor Potschweit and a host of others. On that wide shot that you see, Haley Rolfe is in the... She might just be off camera for you guys. She's on the far left side of the rig from where we're standing now in the neon top, but it's Teresa Puckett who's out first on the run. And you'll see as women from different lanes start filtering in, Haley Rolfe's way down there in lane 1. She's gonna be about the 4th one out the door. So Puckett a little bit slower on the snatches, but makes it up on the rope climb. Anna Elric and Melissa Hoof working on some rope climbs there. Catch up with the women coming back in. It looks like Puckett is going to be amongst the leaders. Leanna Elric making her way out there. Here comes Teresa. Margaret Ann Hubble. There's Haley Rolfe, Emily Meyer, Potschweit. Teresa's going to filter in the early lead here against a 4-round workout. Lane 5, Tori Garcia was the second one in. Tori's on the left side of the screen, white sports bra and green pants. And the dark green shirt behind her there is Taylor Potchway with a strong power snatch. See if anyone's going to get back to the rope before Tori will make her way back there. Teresa's going to be second. See Tori on the rope there on the left. Haley Rolfe again on the far left side of the screen. Margaret Ann Hubble and Sammy Gouge are also in this. Pretty tight here in the first heat for the women. We're still in the second round of 4. Oh, with so many of the women within a rep or 2 of each other here on the rope climbs. Margaret is in the white top. Right next to her, Sammy's in the dark blue pants. She's got 1 rep to go, but Puckett's going to be out first again. So Teresa Puckett showing the class on the rope climbs. Margaret Ann Hubble's going to be second, done with them. Sammy Gouge going to be right behind her. Tori Garcia as well will basically meet them on the run. There Tori goes. So it's Puckett, Garcia, Hubble, Rolfe, and Gouge, the first 5 out of the arena here. 2 rounds done, 2 to go. They're at 4:45 on the clock. It's a 13-minute time cap. Here comes Teresa. We'll stay here so you can see how big of a lead that is, and we'll catch her on the way back in. Still no one's rounded the corner. There's Tori Garcia. There's Margaret Ann Hubble, but she'll have a shorter distance to run inside. There's Haley Rolfe. She'll have to go all the way down the arena. And there comes Sammy Gouge. So the snatches are the only thing that's slowed Puckett down so far. Hubble and Garcia are going to get on the barbell at the same time. And Sammy Gouge and Haley Rolfe will do the same thing. They're all spread out throughout the floor. Gotta keep my head on a swivel here. There's people everywhere. 2 reps to go for Teresa. And with the rope climbs being the final component of this, as good as she's been on those, I think she's likely to maintain her lead, but definitely have some women that are snatching this barbell more efficiently. Teresa will get her last one done, and let's watch on the rope climbs here. No one else. Now Garcia is moving some. She's gonna get one done before anyone else gets on the rope. Garcia will be up now, as well as Gouge. Here comes Hubble and Rolfe. They're all about 1 rope climb behind Teresa. On the right side of the screen, that's Gouge and Hubble. You see them over there. 1 to go for Teresa, and then she'll be heading back out for the final round. We approach the 7-minute mark. So she'll make the touch at 6:51. 1 round to go for Puckett. Far side of the floor over there, you'll see Rolfe on the rig coming back down. She'll have 1 to go. Tori Garcia's on the rig there. This is her last climb. So she'll touch, and she'll head out second. Hubble and Gouge are going to finish within it's Hubble who's now getting, but she's got some pain on her face there. Gouge is going to be heading out as well. So we have, and Haley Rolfe finishes up. So 5 women onto the final run here. Several others still working. This is Piper Doughton on the left, Lee Fairless in the brown on the right, who had that nice finish this morning in 6th place. And Teresa, which gave you a shot of the crowd here too, making her way back in. As others are heading out for the last round, Teresa Puckett's coming back in for the last 9 reps of the event. There is a full heat coming after this. Tori Garcia is just passing behind me here. It's going to be Garcia second and then Rolfe. Here comes Rolfe. She's going to have to make her way all the way down. Margaret Ann Hubble right behind her there in the white. Garcia's on the barbell. 2 more reps with Plunkett. One more. Rolf cycling them quickly. Garcia, 1 rep behind Plunkett. 3 reps to go for Teresa. Garcia heads to the rig, second in the heat still. Only 2 women on the rope. Haley Rolfe and Margaret Ann Hubble now joining. Hubble's behind me off camera. Plunkett will make the touch, 9:29. She'll take the heat. Garcia's on her last rep. Rolfe has 1 to go. She'll touch at 9:48. Hubble will touch at 9:50. Rolfe at 9:51. So 3 women within 3 seconds there, but it was definitely Garcia, Hubbard, and Rolfe in that order. 1 to go for gouge. Gouge will touch at 10:17. Fearless is up with 1 to go. She's in the brown. She'll get it, 10:36. Gonna give you guys a wide shot. There's athletes all over the rig. In the pink in the middle, Piper Doughton, she's gonna touch at 10:47. Emily Meyer, 1 rep to go, I believe, in the brown pants. She's close to you guys. This should be her last climb. Meyer will touch around 11:05. Down on the far side of the rig.
Anybody on that?
No.
Shelby Norman, she'll finish up. Final rep here, Shelly Carpino. She'll finish it up, 11:34 showing on the clock on the floor. Hoof's gonna touch about 11:40. Mary Terrell about 11:46. Anna Elric has 1 rep to go. Excuse me, Terrell did not touch there. She had 1 more. So her and Potchwhite are in a battle here. Terrell will touch 12:05. Potchwhite 12:08. Elric 12:11. And I believe that'll round out the heat. Wow. So Teresa Plunkett crushing the run and the rope climbs, managing the barbell en route to a heat win. Came up for 4th place this morning. She says it's a nasty workout. This is if you couldn't tell, this is a derivative of first cut from the CrossFit Games in 2019. And in my opinion, it's one of the best workouts you could do to test fitness in an individual capacity. No, this is on this side. I'm not doing the men's heat over there because they're going at the same time, so I'll do the last heat of the women, and then I'll do the second heat of the men. I don't know what you need to do, but these are...
This is the next heat, 15?
Yeah, these are the top women coming in.
Got it. Okay. I recognize some of these names.
Yep, a lot of strong women here. So heat 1's gonna clear the floor. Heat 2 is in the corral.
How you doing?
Next up, let's welcome out Heat 15, Event 2, our second heat of pro ladies. Come on out, ladies.
Katie Flood leads. Leading the way there, Emma Harving, Anna Vincent, Madeline Helms, Kendra Dutton, Sabrina Tabor, Chloe Carano, McKenna Enslin, Amanda Fisher, Christine Best, Cass Lane, Elena Pomerizzi, Allison Wynn, Bryn Carrick, Logan Thomas, and Michaela O'Connell. We'll round out the heat. That's Michaela. She'll be in lane 1, and on the far side of the floor, Katie Flood will be in 16.
We're going in 2 minutes, ladies.
2 minutes to the start. Let's take a look at the event. 4-rounder, 3 movements, running, snatches, and rope climbs. Logan Thomas here, top 3 this morning on the swimming event. One of 3 women to complete it under 7 minutes. Bryn Carrick, 5th place here last year. Allison Wynn will be next to her. She took 6th place this morning. I've seen her compete in Dubai 2 years ago. She took 21st there. Cass Lane. Christine Best is the overall leader after this morning's event. Looks like lane 8 is empty, and if that's the case, that's Amanda Fisher. I heard she may have had an issue with a hamstring. I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but she had a tough event this morning and is not out here on the floor. She was coming in as the defending champion. McKenna Enslin in the blue misfit shirt there, looking to rebound from a 19th place this morning. She was 23rd at the North America East semifinals. Very talented athlete. And I expect she'll have some really good performances in the gym here. There's Chloe Carano. Has a couple podiums to her name this year. MBS Turkey Challenge and Metcon Rush, where she took 3rd. 9th this morning, and keep an eye on her this weekend. There's Sabrina Tabor. She tied with Chloe for 9th this morning. I don't know too much about her overall. See if we can learn some stuff. Kendra Dutton, Madeline Helms, regular at the competitions down here. Anna Vincent in all pink.
3.
Emma Harving and Katie Flood here at the back of the pack after an appeal this morning, which was upheld in her favor, and rightfully so. She's currently in 2nd place overall in the competition. You guys saw how this one goes. It's going to be hectic and chaotic. I'm going to do my best to stay out of the way. Got some familiar faces in this crowd here. The Misfit guys. What's up, brother? Mike Needleman, J.O. Great crowd here. And women are starting to make their way back in. And already definitely have had some moves made on that run to start with. I'm going to try to not get run over here. These women mean business, so we'll just kind of stay out of the way. For this first song, we'll give you guys a wide shot and kind of see as the women filter towards the rig what it's going to look like. 6 snatches at 125 before 3 rope climbs to that 15-foot red beam target. And my goodness, Michaela O'Connell ripping through the barbell. Emma Harving, other side of the floor. Here comes Best, Enslin, and pretty much everyone else. It's going to be fast and furious in this heat. O'Connell's on the farthest side of the floor from us in the all black. She was the first one to the rig. We'll see if she's the first one off it. I see ones up for most of the athletes. And it's going to be Emma Harving first onto the run. Let's see if anyone picks her off with the lanes. It doesn't look like it. Harving out first. There goes Bryn Carrick, Christine Best, McKenna Enslin, and now a host of... There's Tabor, Carano, Logan Thomas, Katie Flood right in front of us is going to be towards the back of the heat. Anna Vincent's going to be making her way there. And Madeline Helms we'll see come off the rig and run out the door in the black tank top here is going to be at the back of the heat. Up over the crowd, you'll see the women coming back in there. There's Harving, Carrick, Christine Best, top 3 right now. McKenna Enslin in the blue, Sabrina Tabor. And we'll try to pick up the leaders coming in. Harving's going to be very close to us, so not only is she in the lead, she also has run more than these women. As look at this, she's going to duck in right away. Carrick's going to have to go down the floor most of the way. Christine Best will be about halfway down and move in as one of the top qualifiers. There goes McKenna Enslin, Tabor Carano. Here comes Allison Wynn in the red. And Harving. Decent this morning, 12th place out of 30. Last year, Amanda Fisher took 12th out of 16 on the opening event. I went on to win the competition. I think there's not only twice as many athletes in the field, but also just an overall higher caliber this year. And Harving's going to get to the rig, nice and composed there, first to do it. You see her in the blue pants. Christine Best is going to be second to the rig. Middle of the floor. And Sabrina Tabor, I'm going to have to find out who you are. I have no data for you in our Apollo Analytics database. But I want to know because you're in third place in a really good heat right now. McKenna Enslin, about a half a climb behind her. Bryn Carrick's up to fifth in the heat. Michaela O'Connell, amazing on the barbell on the other side of the floor. One's up for several of the athletes. I think it's going to be Harving, though. And Emma Harving leading again at the halfway point, 4:15. So she's ahead of the split time from the first heat. And Bryn Carrick down there is going to meet her on the run. Here comes Best and Tabor. So Bryn Carrick making up some ground on the rope. And the race is on. McKenna Enslin in the blue there is going to trail down to fifth, followed by Chloe Carano. So we got a couple of battles developing. There goes Allison Wynn. O'Connell and Logan Thomas, excuse me, was out with Wynn. There goes Kendra Dutton. Katie Flood. Now O'Connell's heading out along with Pomerizzi and Vincent. There goes Helms, and Cass Lane has one rep to go. She's the only athlete here still working on round two. As Harving continues to lead, followed by Carrick and Christine Best making an aggressive pass there, and Sabrina Tabor in the gold pants. Top four have pulled ahead a bit here. We'll see another group of women coming in, a trio there. Enslin in front, Allison Wynn and Chloe Carano. So the top four women just all happen to be snatching in the front row. Just a staggered top for the barbell. Harving, one rep to go. Let's move through the barbell quickly again. There she goes on the rope. Sabrina Tabor now has passed both Best and Carrick. So it's Harving with a rep at the bank. Tabor jumping up on the rope. Christine Best walking to the rig. Carrick still with a rep to go. Enslin's now past Carrick on the barbell. Allison Wynn has passed Carrick on the barbell as well. And Chloe Carano's not going to be far behind. So some moves being made here in the third round. The final heat of the women. The first heat of elite men is happening on the other floor right now. Obviously, can't stream both of those at the same time. But we will keep this stream running for the final heat of the men over there. See if I can catch up on a score to beat by the time we get there. 9:29 is the time to beat in this one, set by Teresa Puckett. And Tabor now with the lead. Sabrina Tabor, of all the athletes in this division, she's one of the three I have no information on. She was in the top 10 this morning. She's now leading. Harving out second, McKenna Enslin up to third, pacing this one very well. Carrick, Best, Wynn, all dropped from the rope at the same time, and they're in lanes relatively close to each other. That's going to be an intense last round for the three of them. Murano just sending their middle of the floor. She'll head out kind of all on her own here. One rep to go for several athletes. Vincent will have one more to go. Kendra Dutton's about to finish. Logan Thomas is out the door on the far side of the floor. There goes Dutton. But the leaders are coming back in, and this time it's Sabrina Tabor, Harving, and Enslin behind her. Tabor in the lead with 9 reps remaining. You see it's condensing a bit here as here comes Allison Wynn, Bryn Carrick, and Christine Best. Tabor with 2 reps done, Harving with 1. Ensign just now getting to her barbell. Tabor moving with intensity. Lane 11 might win this. Lane 11. Two reps for Harving. 1 for Harving, but 1 for Tabor. And Tabor, explosive in that power snatch. Head to the rig first for the last 3 reps. She made the pass on the rig in the last round. So it's Tabor chalking up. She's going to be on the rope first. Harving and Tabor got a minute to go to catch Puckett's time. So Teresa is in this in terms of potentially another top 5 finish. Enslin now third to the rig. 1 win done for both Tabor and Harving. Enslin up for the first time. Allison Wynn to the rope in the red, way on the far side of the floor. Here comes Christine Best. Tabor and Harving drop together. They jump off. Harving gets on the rope first. Both of them are going to beat Puckett. Who's going to touch first? And it's going to be Harving. And then Tabor will go 1 and 2. We're about 15 seconds from Puckett's time. Enslin's on the rope for the last time. Enslin will touch. She should get third. Puckett looks like she's going to take fourth. Trying to see how many reps remain for the rest of these women down there. So Puckett's time is definitely in. Don't think there's been any other times in yet. Wynn got done. Herrick got done. Carano is done. Best is done. My goodness. Logan Thomas on the rig there on the left with 1 rep to go. Kendra Dutton has a rep to go off camera, but she's not on the rope. 2 to go for Anna Vincent. So that's going to be Logan Thomas getting ready to touch. I see 10:17 for her. Dutton, 10:21 unofficially. Anna Vincent, final rep here. Vincent, 10:37 unofficially. A second after her, I believe, Elena Pomerizzi touched. Cass Lane just finished off camera, 10:52. Last rep here for Helms. $11:10. Katie Flood and Michaela O'Connell are on the rig at the same time. Katie Flood's in screen here. She looks like she's a little bit ahead. She will touch about a half second. Oh no, she will touch 1 more now for O'Connell. I believe is the last athlete working. She's way down on the far side of the floor. There she is in the all black. Last rope climb. Approaching the 12-minute mark. 12 minutes exactly. Little interview?
Sure.
You can just hold it by your chin there. Emma, that was fun to watch. You got out to a hot lead and Sabrina passed you by. What was going through your mind there?
It's more like don't die in the run, and then you can catch back up to her on the barbell.
Yes, your barbell is phenomenal, but you actually passed her on the rope climbs. Where did that come from?
You're never gonna fail a rope climb, so just go for it.
You might not. I don't know if I could say the same thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna fail a rope climb.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah,
How are you enjoying it so far?
so it's been great. Whew. All my friends are here, so I'm just here to have a good time.
Well, you're going to have a good time, but you're also very fit. The field seems like it's very competitive. How do you feel about it?
These girls are so much fun to compete with. I think like there's a pretty good crew here. So it's just fun to know that you can high five them at the end, even after all the competitiveness.
Well, I think decent start this morning. Great
Thank
start
you.
inside the convention center. Looking forward to seeing you later on.
Thank you.
Good job, Emma. Emma Harbing.
You too.
Emma Harbing will take the win there. We're going to roll over to the men's side of the competition floor here. They're in heat 1 of 2 in a totally different event. They're 7 minutes into it. I don't even think I brought a heat sheet for this one. Oh yeah, I did. Hayden Myers in the blue there. Tristan Meredith in the teal. And seeing as this is a totally different event.
In the final push goes to Travis. 50 pounds on the skier. He's getting started. That's lane 8. Here goes lane 3, Hayden. Starting just
A down and back chipper here. Hayden Myers in the black and blue. Travis Moore in the red over there. The only two guys to get to the last ski right now. They have 50 calories. It ends on the ski, so it's going to be a tough one to call it. But you see the rest of it. They start with the ski. They got the tank. They got the handstand walks. They got some toes to bars, handstand walk, tank, and ski. Looks like the third man over there is going to be Brendan Willis. Wily veteran in the field. This morning, Willis was 14th. Travis Moore was 14th. Hayden Myers was 17th. So all those guys will be looking to see if they can sneak a top 10 finish here in this one. See some of the handstand walk pirouettes going on there. Evan Greenberg. John Paul Hethcock, 2019 individual CrossFit Games athlete. Qualified through the MAC that year. Was at that competition. Came out of nowhere. Finished 46th, I believe. It looks like Travis Moore, he's got hands up. Myers has hands up. Got 9:32 unofficially. Myers 9:37. Tight quarters over there. Tristan Meredith. There's Hethcock. Frank Minervini.
Lots of gentlemen working on that last.
Josh Workman. There's Moore. Got the heat win. There's Willis. No hands up. Justin Johnson. Chris Dunn. Javier Aaron Sevilla. Troy Kopp. We had a 4th place finish this morning in the pool. And Seth Sherritt. Hands up now for Willis. Willis 10:40 unofficially. Frank Minervini 10:50 unofficial. Aaron Sevilla 10:55 unofficially. Troy Kopp got in, then Tristan Meredith.
Less than 2 minutes, gentlemen. Less than 2 minutes
Justin Johnson just got done. Hand up for Workman. Workman and also Seth Sherritt. Workman, then Sherritt, I believe. Gonna have to go to the judges on that one. All the official scores will be in comp corner. I'm gonna go grab our wide shot and bring it over here. We'll leave this here for you guys. Looks like Chris Dunn is still working. Can I put this here? Just for one heat. Hepcott got in.
We finish in 5.
Chris Dunn just barely beats the time cap.
2, 1.
Check in on Travis Moore.
Way to work, way to work.
You had Travis, right?
Travis
931.
Moore.
931 will be the score to beat. You had Caden? What was his time?
9:36.
9:36. So we got 9:31 and 9:36. So John, long time no see. Bring in heat 2 for the men here. Yeah.
All right.
Logan Brown's going to be entering the floor. Luke Burns will be behind him. Jordan Lundeen, Noah Wilson, Ben Sexton, Matt Gilpin, Zach Levy, Brandon Smith, Hank Brenda, Riley Good, Frank Mastroianni, Zane Precy, Tyler Brandenburg, Quinn Robinson, and Troy Clay will round out the heat. And it is a stacked heat. Troy Clay, 45th at the semifinals 2 years ago. Quinn Robinson, second place in this competition last year. Two-time CrossFit Games team athlete as well. 12th place this past season. 18th place in 2021, competes with the Reignited. There's Tyler Brandenburg, 8th place here 2 years ago. And Lake Norman Fit Fest, which we had the stream for last year as well. Zane Precy, Frank Mastroianni, 12th place at Metcon Rush. Zane competed on a team of 3 in Wadapalooza, took 15th place. Riley Good, first place after the swim this morning. He barely edged out Quinn Robinson from a previous heat. They'll be the top 2 guys coming in. Riley Good's been competing team for 2 years, but he was a winner at Beach Ball also last year. Hank Brenda, 60th in the North American East semifinal this year, so it's certainly of high caliber. There's Brandon Smith, 4th at Desert City, 7th at Metcon Rush, winner of Tier Wadapalooza RX 2 years ago. There's Zach Levy, 37th place at the semifinals, didn't get crowned this year. Quite an achievement just to make that field. There's Matt Gilpin, out of Australia. I think he's living in Atlanta or near there now. He was 20th at the 2022 Down Under Championship. He's made the Oceania semifinals 3 times. Career best finish there was 9th in 2021. He was on the training think tank CF Engine team last year that made the games, I believe, and took 23rd. Ben Sexton there in the orange, 11 at Crash Crucible. And I think a sneaky guy to watch this weekend. Noah Wilson next to him. Also competed on a teams of 3 at Wadapalooza. His team took 17th there. Jordan Lundeen, 4th here last year, 2nd the year before, definitely hunting one of those podium spots. Luke Burns, 11th at Mountain Rush, 17th at Crash, getting this competition legs under him this season for sure. And Logan Brown, 11th place here last year, and basically the man to beat at the Big Orange Brawl. 50 calories on the ski erg. Show you guys the workout one more time here. We got the tank for 120 feet, handstand walking 80 feet, but it's going to be in 40-foot unbroken sections with a 180-degree pirouette, 50 toes to bar, and then they'll head back, handstand walk tank, 50 cal ski to finish it out, 9:31 and 9:36 the top 2 times. We're all good. Quinn Robinson's way down in the other second to the end. This will be an interesting one for Quinn Robinson. He told me this morning that pirouettes is a skill he's not proficient at. And so it's kind of the one landmine on the weekend for him. So we'll see how he manages that. Outside of the pirouettes, he would be a good pick to win this one. Some of the guys I have my eyes on are Matt Gilpin. He's in lane number 6. He was 3rd this morning. Brandon Smith, he's in lane number 8. And Riley Good in lane number 10. So if you were, just randomly looking for some lanes to shoot, I would go 6, 8, and 10. Will with the media team next to me, so I was kind of doing that for him as well as you guys. And here we go. Noah Wilson, Matt Gilpin, Ben Sexton.
16 down there, he's getting started.
And Riley Good are the first 4 to get this tank moving. Try this view and see how it is. I think mine's gonna be better. So you see the leaders coming to the end of that 120-foot push. That is Noah Wilson. There comes Gilpin, Sexton, and Good. And now the handstand walk with the pirouette.
And there goes
Pink to pink is 20 feet.
10. It's going to be tight, gentlemen.
You see Noah makes the turn there. Gilpin as well, heading back.
Big key with
Riley Good with the no rep. And he's walking backwards to try to make it good. He gets backwards and gets it. Holy cow. Riley Good with one of the most epic saves you're ever going to see. I'm not sure if you guys could see it. He didn't get all the way across the line. His judge told him he needed to do that. Staying on his hands, he walked backwards for 4 feet, then continued forwards, and ultimately got it done. But Matt Gilpin's going to be back from his second one first. He'll kick down and be the overall leader heading to the toes to bar. Noah Wilson's going to be right behind him. Then Sexton gets across. So the top 3 guys right next to each other. Jordan Lundeen throwing himself in the mix here.
4, 5, 6.
Riley Good, and then on the far side of the floor, Zach Levy as well. And it's almost impossible to capture that. Let's see what the second camera looks like. I think he's off screen on that one too. Wide floor here. We'll come back to the main camera. So Zach Levy in lane 16 is in the mix here for a top 5. But Jordan Lundeen in the all black, Noah Wilson in the red, Ben Sexton in the orange, Matt Gilpin, who is about to jump back up, should be the leader for the first 4 to the bar along with Riley Good, despite that kind of mistake. Hank Grenda next to Riley. Brandon Smith in the red shorts. And then to the left of him, Zach Levy. Was I saying Zach Levy? No, Troy Clay is on the far side. Excuse me for that. Troy Clay is on the far side, and he is in the equation here. Yeah, 9:31 and 9:36, the time they're all chasing. We're at 5:15 right now. Travis Moore, excuse me, Quinn Robinson, now the leader. He told me the pirouettes were a challenge for him. Toes to bar, certainly not. Wow. Oh no. Okay, excuse me.
Beside you, lane 4.
All right, that makes sense. So he was just finishing that. So it's Sexton and then Noah. Okay, my fault there. And then Jordan and Matt simultaneously. So these are the top 4. Sexton gets a set in. Noah Wilson, Matt Gilpin on the right, and Jordan. Luke Burns there with a gray t-shirt hanging down by his head with 40 feet done. Sexton looks like he's going to be the first one back to the tank. So it's Ben Sexton grading separation here on the back half. Noah Wilson and Matt Gilpin stride for stride in that second and third. Jordan Lundine's going to get across. There comes Luke Burns. So all the leaders on this side of the floor, along with Troy Clay on the far side of the floor. Really difficult to keep him in frame right here, but he's in the farthest lane from us. Jordan gets 40 feet done. Ben Sexton's getting ready for his final push. Luke Burns just behind Jordan there. Noah Wilson's chewing up some ground. So it's going to be Sexton getting to the skier first at the 7:30. And Noah Wilson, Matt Gilpin. Those will be the 3 leaders. Here comes Riley Good. No, Riley Good's got 80 feet to go. Same with Hank. Troy Clay is 4th to the skier down in lane number 1. Apologies to Troy for not getting a better view of him over there. There comes Jordan. He's going to be 5th to get to the skier here. Luke Burns entering the screen, should be next. And he will be. Middle of the floor there, 9 and 10. Hank Brenda and Riley Good are going to get to the skier at about the same time, and nobody likes that situation. That is just pain waiting to happen. Brandon Smith in the red shorts is going to fail the pirouette and then be sent back. So I call them landmines on this week's competition. There is swimming, pirouettes, and then these heavy squat cleans that they're going to have. And we're seeing a few athletes with some notable names and performances that are struggling with some of those implements on day number 1. Top 4 guys, 5 of the top 6 guys are right down here. And then Troy Clay, 16th this morning on the swim, down in lane 16. Likely to have a top 5 finish in this heat, but 9:31 is creeping up. And Travis Moore may be attempting to sneak a win out of the first heat. Right now, 9:25 is on the clock. Travis Moore from Heat 1 won this event right now. So Travis Moore, first place. Caden Myers will get second place out of heat number 1. Hands up. It's Sexton and Wilson. Sexton, Wilson. Here comes Gilpin. Gilpin's done. Troy Clay should be next on the far side of the floor. Troy Clay's got one finger up. He's done. 10-10. Hand up for Jordan. Hands up in the middle of the floor. Riley Good and Jordan Lundeen stopped skiing at the exact same time. No idea. Hand up now for Grenda. So Riley Good hammering on the ski on both sides of this, making up some ground there. Times from the other heat will factor in. The top 2 times in the division will come from that heat. Grenda is done.
Work to the end, gentlemen.
Luke Burns should be getting close here. Logan Brown working on the outside lane. Looking for hands up anywhere I can see him. Luke Burns 2 reps to go as we cross the 11-minute mark. 13-minute time cap on this one should it be needed. I see 11:05 as Burns stops his skier. Hand up down on the far side of the floor. Can't tell who that is. Tyler Brandenburg about 11:12. Middle of the floor here, Zach Levy, 2 reps to go. 11:24, he lets go of the handles. Brandon Smith has made it back to the skier, same as Quinn Robinson, but both men struggling with the pirouettes. Got a hand up down here. Zan Parisi. 1 rep to go. 11:47, he'll drop the handles. Logan Brown looks like he might be the next one.
Let's go, let's go. We got 60 seconds.
Last calorie. Brown at the 12-minute mark will drop the handles. 3 men still skiing. Frank Mascherani in the middle here. Left side is Quinn Robinson, right side is Brandon Smith. No hands up. Well, these guys going to take a big hit on this one. "30 seconds. Still no hands up for these 3 guys. 15 seconds to the cap. Wow.
To the very last second, gentlemen, let's go. We got 10. We finished in 5.
Hand up for Quinn, hand up for Brandon.
2, 1.
Come down to calories, no real clue there.
Nice job, gentlemen. Big dog came to eat. That was your pro.
Who'd you have, Sexton? Do you have Ben? What was his time?
9:51.
9:51. Little interview real quick?
Yeah.
You just hold it by your chin, yeah.
Okay.
Ben, hell of a battle there with Noah.
Oh, yeah.
Talk us through it.
Well, I got like I had probably like 30 calories left, and thankfully my judge, I don't know what his name is, but he's the man. He kept telling me like behind my ears, like, oh, you're 5 calories behind, you gotta go like 1,300. So big kudos to him, man. All of my family and friends that were in front of me helped a lot.
So you got a big boot, and that's gotta feel good.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on in this workout.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you feel like there was a specific implement that was kind of like the critical part?
Yeah, the pirouettes. I mean, if you could get through those pretty easy. It wasn't too bad. My grip was gone from the toes of the bar. I didn't expect that to happen, but it was going. The last handstand walk, I was like trying to grab the floor and couldn't do it. So yeah, it was good.
Tough field here, but you've been doing some tough competition.
Yeah.
I think especially at Crash, you kind of maybe proved to yourself that you can hang with some of these guys. How do you feel about your fitness?
I feel pretty good. I started working last year with Micah from Brute, and he's really helped me a lot. So just moving up, man.
Yeah, Mike is a good guy.
Yeah,
So I'm giving you congratulations
Yeah.
there. Well done. We'll see you this evening.
Thank you. Sounds good.
Ben Sexton, winner of Heat 2. Won't take the overall win. That'll go to Travis Moore from Heat 1. Aiden Myers will take second, and the judges, the score team in Competition Corner will take care of the rest. Make sure to check that. We'll be back later this evening with the 3rd event for the women, will be this event, and the 2nd event for the men, which will be the one you saw the women do earlier.